Alright, we're back. Mindless Masses, Illuminate, same deal, as always. Potentially last recording of the day. We'll see what's up. I changed some things up. I was running the Plasma Sniper, which is okay. We were getting the mission done, but I kept getting showed up with kills, so I think this time around I'm going to just go off. We're taking like the Stalwart. Yup. I would like some mobility. Perhaps. I was contemplating this one, but I didn't get it quite figured out. We might go jetpack. Just see how it goes. I have a feeling it's not that great on this map in particular. I took the rocket pods. You know, not really feeling that one. You know, I wonder if this goes through their shields now. Don't actually know. I think it would be safer to take these. Let's get down there. Let's dive into hell. I'm a big reader, man. I try to be. I try to read every day. A lot of my days after the gym, I go to the library and just read while the kid does her thing, or work on the computer, because, man, my life requires a lot of admin stuff. Which I suppose I should have expected. When I was growing up with my great-grandparents, my great-grandma had like an entire office to like run the farm and, you know, everything from financially and stuff like that. And even she used a computer later on. I guess I should have anticipated that being an adult would require quite a bit of that. But I guess I wasn't prepared for how much of it, even now that I'm not in school currently, college. Yeah, one of the books I read recently was actually Starship Troopers. Robert A. Heinlein, I believe. I think he was a Marine. I think he served in like Mexico. Okay, we're gonna leave swiftly. Okay, I didn't even need to reload yet. That's my B. And let me tell you, great book. A lot more like HELLDIVERS than it is Starship Troopers. And I can't recommend it enough. And I even, you know, I thought maybe it might just have been my preference for like sci-fi or military and stuff like that. But I let my friend borrow it. And let me tell you, I did not get that back. No fault of his own. He had a lot going on. I just gotta rub it in a little bit though. Check this out. Got him. I'm running the Bison Uzi hybrid. I don't know what this thing is actually called, but I think it's a pretty sick gun. I don't think it's that good per se, but it does alright on Illuminate. Kind of limited on ammo capacity, I will say. Okay, this is pretty spicy. Not a 500s. Go with this. Might save it. Oh, jump! Okay. Seems a lot of Illuminate gameplay is avoiding people. It could just be the Mindless Masses subfaction accounting for that. Outpost destroyed. We got that though. We're gonna get out of here. Tagging map. Try to do this objective. But another book I've been working on for quite a while. It's 500 pages, but let me tell you, it is dense. It's the gene, an intimate history, and ultimately I have to recommend the book. It's really great. It's got a good through lines. It's very comprehensible, and it's basically just all about the history of genetics as a science up to the modern day. I think I'm in like the 20 teens right now, but it kind of, you know, it kind of overlaps. It's good. It's been a slog. I'm not quite done yet. I think I've got, yeah, about 100 pages left. I'm excited to move on from it. But some really, really interesting stuff in there. A lot of stuff that would be very controversial and potentially demonetizable. Not that I'm monetized anyways, but we like to make friends here. One of the things that stuck out to me is they were trying to follow just how, like, genes dictated the, as you could say, the assembly of organisms. And one of the things they did is they found a worm that, with very few exceptions, always had exactly the same amount of cells, and not very many of them. I think it was in the 600s. So they can follow it step by step. Because if you don't know, biology follows the central dogma of DNA, RNA, protein, function. So DNA is transcribed into RNA, which RNA goes to wherever it needs to go, containing the section of the code required to synthesize proteins, and said proteins,
Last reload!
depending on the composition of the proteins, and like they get linked together in like very long sequences, I guess you could say. Depending on that is what function the protein facilitates or provides. I could be mistaken, but insulin was covered pretty in depth in it because it was a very novel endeavor, really, as far as genetics goes, and obviously the person that could solve insulin would be a very, very wealthy individual, and that did turn out to be the case. So if you don't know, insulin used to be, the only way we could get it was from grinding up thousands of gallons of pig and cow pancreas in these like massive vats where they would isolate it from there. And as barbaric and rudimentary as that is, that was the way it was done until, you know, the science of genetics was able to genetically modify bacteria to carry the human insulin creating gene, which I believe that's the part I may be mistaken on, but insulin is just a protein from my understanding. So once they did that, now they just have these huge vats of genetically modified bacteria that their whole purpose in life is to make insulin. Something that, you know, doesn't benefit them, and it makes human insulin too. Pretty crazy we could do that.
Dropping a pin. Northeast, 50 meters.
I want to say it was Genetech, but don't quote me on that. The later on the book goes, the more private institutions, firms, I suppose you could say, if you want to put your economics hat on, become involved in the story of genetics. You know, it goes from churches to universities, and now, finally, private business, I guess. It is very profitable. I'm sure we've all heard of Colossus.
For prosperity.
Okay, maybe not. They're out of Texas. They're the ones that made the direwolf. Much debate on that one, because much of genetics is still not completely understood. It's not as simple as just finding a singular gene a lot of times, because a lot of genes interact with each other. They like turn each other on and off, and like the
Requesting orbital strike.
how exactly that works is not, you know, completely deciphered yet. So much ado about nothing. Colossus made direwolves, and I believe private institution. I don't believe they're a non-profit. They may have non-profit sections, but every business does these days. That's just the way the goat gets fucked. Where is this fucking thing?
Requesting air support. Calling down a support weapon.
Actually, oh, there it is. I can't
Calling
do
down a
that.
vehicle. Engaging terminal.
Yeah, I already got it, brother.
Package acquired.
Thank
Dropping package.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
Northeast. 100. I got the terminal.
Mission progress logged.
Okay, now we go over here.
Tagging map. Northeast. 200 meters.
How we looking on ammo? We are gold.
Calling down a support weapon.
Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit here.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
And obviously, I mean, the coolest sci-fi of modern times is all, you know, relating to genetics quite a bit. I mean, stuff that you wouldn't even think about. Jurassic Park obviously is the big one. Written 93, 4-screen, if I'm not mistaken. Very interesting read. One thing, the book is very different from the movie, and I think better in a lot of ways. More horrific, for one. And they can get a little deeper
Negative.
into the actual science.
Squid out.
Hopefully I didn't blow up his car.
Allied destroyer has left the squadron.
I think he just left.
Calling in orbital strike.
Definitely recommend Jurassic Park for a read. I haven't gotten around to reading Lost World as of yet. I hear it's good as well. And upon rewatch, you know, as a kid, probably my least favorite Jurassic Park movie.
Requesting air support.
But on rewatch, okay. You know, we were hating on freaking Lost World, man. Or I was.
Calling down supply.
His name was redacted. Interesting name.
Engaging terminal.
Maybe he blocked me? Hey, you saw it. I got video evidence. I didn't do anything. I may have accidentally killed him a little bit. I'm not sure. But I think he was fine.
Found something. New mag. I got the terminal.
Democracy delivered.
Kind of feel bad for that one guy. I forget his name. Roland? That might have been it. He didn't get to shoot the T-Rex with the elephant gun? That would have been legendary. Talk about a sweet deal, man. I probably would have taken his deal. Let me hunt
How'd you like to
a
taste
T-Rex,
of freedom?
and I'll do whatever. I'm not exactly sure why they needed Roland. Maybe his leadership ability, like planning safaris and stuff. It was just the guy they really had. I mean, how
Activating jump pack.
precise can you get on your job qualifications for hunting dinosaurs? You know, I suppose you gotta have transferable skills. I think is the point here.
Reinforcements have been launched.
I'm gonna get zapped. Alright. Nope.
Ready to liberate.
you gotta start doing some of your own stuff here. Like, bring them to me, I guess. Bro, what is going on with the aluminum front?
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
We're not gonna make our building, but that's okay, because we're getting out of here anyways. Gotta go
Dropping a
this
pin.
way.
West, 200 meters.
A lot of guys here. We've awoken the horde.
Close to move. Reloading.
This is the automatic one. It's an interesting glitch if anyone wants to report that. Yeah, next up on the list, I think I've been salivating over this new book I got and heard about. It's called A Knight's Own Handbook to Chivalry. Shorter than I anticipated. Thought I had ordered a hardcover. Did not receive one, but I'm probably just mistaken. But 13th century knight, French.
Main objective, New York.
His own, like he wrote this. Obviously, it's been translated. But yeah, I'm really excited. That's probably next up on the docket. And then after that, I gotta tell you, man, I really want to crack into veterinary virology, but I think I'm going about it the wrong way. I'm undecided. I might finish my cell bio or microbio textbook, maybe. That would be logical, I think, because it shouldn't be too difficult. But I also have organic chem and introductory physics, which maybe physics is next. At one point, I aspired to be a veterinarian. There's probably a lot of different reasons why that may not be the ultimate, best plan in the world. But I think it's feasible if I get a lot of factors correct. Just currently, it's not feasible with price of gas, where I live, parenthood, single parenthood, that has a lot to do with it, not gonna lie. But also for a long time, because of university and everything, I was putting my home life, like, not at jeopardy. That might be a bit hyperbolic, but really neglecting it and not doing the best I could as a father, and as the homemaker I have to be. And it showed, and I wasn't taking care of myself either. I was eating like dog shit, never working out. It was bad. And I started prioritizing the important things again, due to some fortunate circumstances with the university I was employed by and attended. But once I started doing that, I was like, I'm not gonna stop doing this. I'm not gonna give this up. And it was kind of like, hey, we're taking our hiatus from this avenue of employment. And I don't think I have any regrets, really. I mean, things are going pretty good. I'm pretty good at operating on no money. I'm certainly blessed. But I'm really living up to my capacity, or living up to my potential. I'm fucking unemployed. Career change in your mid-20s can be difficult. But I think overall things aren't bad, and ultimately I'm very blessed in the totality. It's just figuring out the next steps, but I think if I just keep putting one foot in front of the other and I have a vague idea of what I want to do, and I'm making progress, air assault, I think things will pan out in my favor. I've got my whole short life to get things to be exactly the way I want them to be and live up to my highest potential. Man, this is getting very self-centered and self-focused, and I'm just talking about... I just meant to talk about books, man. Oh, I didn't reload.
Last reload.
Not sure what gun that is he's using.
You will never destroy our way of life. We've got equipment. Get some! Get some! Throwing supply beacon. New
I
man.
was just focusing a little bit there. Got lost in the weeds.
Knew you'd come. We've got equipment. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
I think those are probably
Allied
good,
destroyer
but
joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver to
I think I'm
combat zone.
gonna pass on it for now because I got the stalwart. If I didn't have the stalwart, that would be a totally different story.
Reloading.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna fix it though.
Rolling down a vehicle.
I'm not sure if that's the epoch he's using. This is the guy up there. Yeah, I never looked. I guess it's on an alternate fire mode. Not even a flashlight on this thing. What the heck? I mean, you might be able to side mount that on there. Kind of looks like M-Lock almost. Oh, it's definitely got some Picatinny right there. I think this gun's really cool though. That should be it.
Northeast, 100 meters. Tagging map. Northeast, 200 meters.
Tagging location, north.
See if we can
Calling down a vehicle.
get some kills.
You've done your duty. You may extract with honor.
I'm not seeing them. They're up there somewhere.
I'm sorry. Illuminate, west.
Tagging map, northwest.
You know what?
Sending him.
Let's see if we can get that up there. That might do something. A little fucking low. What you think?
Liberty dispensed.
Requesting
Well.
orbital.
Calling.
Firing gas
Is it stuck up there? Guess so. I don't want to let him live. I probably should be doing other things, but they're so tantalizing.
destroyed.
Say hello to democracy.
Found something.
Last
This is what the stalwart was built for too.
Squid outpost spotted.
Just any chance to go cyclic, you gotta take it, man.
Have a taste of democracy.
I have been known to. I one time called this thing the democracy's buzzsaw. That's not original. I didn't just come up with that. It happened before. I think it's an apt name though. An apt. Not sure what the word is I'm thinking of there.
Requesting air support.
Idle? No.
Illuminate.
Okay. I think they've pretty much got everything.
Found something!
I could go to spawn. Not spawn, but extract. They may need help though. I mean, there's 3 of them.
Tagging map. Southwest. Close.
Yeah, we'll help them out. Can't have a chance of them getting more kills.
Requesting air support.
That's what we're going for is max kills. It is a bit unfair as I've been here the whole time, but we gotta cement the victory. Curious how many rounds I'm gonna have spent.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Illuminate. Northeast.
Dropping a pin. West. 200 meters.
I don't think we got a shipping
Found
container.
something!
Nope. It's a mine. That's another thing. A lot of times I won't even take a support weapon on Illuminate missions because you can pretty consistently find them. Now, has there been the odd game where I go basically the entire time without a support weapon? Yes. It has happened. But it's definitely doable. Ah, get it in time. Hold on. Well, it worked.
Calling in extraction.
I think I might do some sweeping.
This is Pelican 1 returning to extraction radius.
Gotta keep your house in order, man. It's a full-time job. I hate it. I'm really bad at
Calling
it.
down supplies.
But it's gotta get done.
Backpack inbound.
It's a Sisyphean task or endeavor. I've said that before too. But nonetheless, it ain't gonna get done. And plus, you want a baddie that's gonna clean your house or whatever. You gotta clean your house too, you know? If you want a baddie, you gotta be a baddie. Yeah, I was hoping I could get up here. Maybe on the cooldown. Yeah, look at that. Drop him. I don't even care. I hope you do. Oh, I think I can damage that with this. Didn't actually know that. Nice mech.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Only problem is getting ammo over here.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Heavy. West. 50 meters.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
Now I wonder if they're just gonna get in. Let's gauge their fighting spirit. Don't really have a target for this one either. I tell you what, Knight, king of SMGs. I can't remember if it's a one-handed though. That is one point against it if it's not. But it very well could be.
Affirmative.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Reinforcement budget depleted.
Whoops.
Sending in an eagle.
Extraction complete.
Alright, commentary got kind of sparse at the end there. before I go, pro tip, if you have your hell bomb, don't put it in the plane.
Today you go
I know it's funny
in a long
or whatever, and it's
ride
kind of
to
cool.
liberty.
But if you think about it, if you drop it there, you could potentially kill more enemies. And that's what it's all about. Eliminating every single threat to democracy possible. But anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. As always, there's going to be another video tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day.